I'm Jared Chastain from Indiana. Came out to Table Mountain to go antelope hunting. I was looking for somewhere to go for me and both of my sons to come and enjoy a hunt together. And Table Mountain was actually recommended from another outfitter I had used down in Arizona. So called up Angie and made arrangements for the three of us to come out. Unfortunately, about a week before our hunt, I came down with COVID, really severe, got hospitalized, and was in ICU for most of August. So the boys, with a little urging, went ahead and came out, and can't speak highly enough of how they were treated. Both of them were successfully able to harvest antelopes, and from the time they got here, it was just like family. So can't thank the host staff at Table Mountain for not only taking care of the boys, but giving me the opportunity to be able to come back here a year later and close the deal on one myself. The amount of wildlife here is just amazing. You're coming in and it's the prairies, and you just don't think that there could be that many animals per square mile. But we sat in blinds for a couple days and had dozens of antelope, mule deer come in. The first day we were here, we went in a ground blind hunting over kind of a water source, and we saw a big one coming in from behind us, and it took him, I almost say, a couple hours before he got up close. He just stayed right outside the distance. We're sitting there trying to hunt with a bow, and I had the rangefinder out, and it was 78 yards, 85 yards, 80 yards. So just wasn't comfortable making an ethical shot at that distance, and he kind of went on to live another day, so to speak. But to have it, he was big. I mean, he was in a class of his own, and it was a little bit disheartening because it was so close yet so far away. But the next day we went out, it was a long day, and had one even bigger come in right at dark, and he did the exact same thing. You might think it would be disappointing, but it's not. I mean, to see animals like that and to see them, coming into your stands was just amazing. Day 3 here, when we got the deal closed, it was a completely different setup. Went out with Keaton and did a little spot and stalk, and he saw this buck off in a distance, and we're pretty fortunate. There was a fairly deep drainage ditch.
We're gonna try and get down in this ditch over here. We're gonna try and walk up and see how far we can get, but we get within 40 yards. So just follow right behind me, and we're gonna walk up there.
Okay. So we were able to get down in that drainage ditch and slowly work our way toward him, and he never really saw us. He was kind of looking off in the distance, maybe at some does or something that were out grazing, and looked up, and he kind of came a little bit closer, and we inched a little bit closer to him, and then finally I think we got him in 30, 35 yards, and they gave me the order, stand up, draw, and see if I couldn't get him.
All right, 30 yards. I want you to stand up and take it. Great shot, buddy. Great shot. Look at him go. Oh, I think he's gonna go down over there, man. Look at him, he's going down.
He's down. He's down. Hey.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
brother.
man.
That's
Appreciate
awesome. Look at that.
Third time's a charm, right?
Exactly. Third day, man.
And, you know, fortunately we made a really good shot, and he didn't go but a couple 100 yards, laid down, and we successfully filled our tag.
Man, look at that curl that he's got going.
Goes back, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's a great buck, dude. Look at that.
You know, a year ago, not knowing whether I was actually even going to make it or not, to get myself back so we could actually come out and hunt, it's been a little bit of a struggle. And, you know, antelope hunting with a bow's tough. You know, I'm from out east where it's white-tailed deers and tree stands, and it's nothing like this. These things are skittish, to say the least. And, you know, it worked out, and this will be my first antelope with a bow. So, you know, number one, knowing that I actually was able to make a shot and not miss, and because if I did, my boys would not let me live it down. So working through an outfitter of the magnitude of, you know, Table Mountain, you know, they know what they're doing. If you want to get your car fixed, you take it to a good mechanic. And if you want to have a good hunting experience, you go to the professionals. And Table Mountain are the professionals, and it's the reason that I chose for myself and the boys to come out here. I'm gonna make sure to tell my friends, if they have not experienced Western antelope hunting, especially during this early archery season, they owe it to themselves to come out here and do this. I mean, it's a hunt of a lifetime. Jared Chastain, and I live the life.